On screen right now is the interview between Syarat Kutan and the MP for Setiawangsa and former AMK Youth Chief of PR, YB Nik Nazmi. Now, I was producing that particular show, and what I found interesting for that interview is that Nik Nazmi is particularly passionate about saying the things of reform and how this government has failed the Malays tremendously in assuring them that their rights are not going to be impeded. Nik Nazmi argues that while changes are good and even important to be done, it's also important to note that current base of Malaysia, which is predominantly the Malay base, is not being tackled by the new government. Nik Nazmi presented some hard, cold truths, which is the total Malay-based voters, only 1/3 voted for Pakatan. The other 2/3 of the Malay votes actually went the other way around, either to PAS or to UMNO. And this is important to note because what this means is that in every 1 out of 3 Malays, only 1 of them is supporting Pakatan Harapan. What has the government done in assuring or appeasing this particular Malay grousers? The big thorny point that we saw in recent days was the ICERT discussion, where the statement of ratifying ICERT was actually included in Tun Mahathir's speech during his presentation at the United Nations General Assembly, following which people argue that it was the Foreign Minister, Saifuddin Abdullah, that put that ratification notice in. However, since the government has decided that they will no longer ratify the ICERT convention, the opposition MP of Rembau, Khairi Jamaluddin, has demanded the head of Saifuddin Abdullah, or the Foreign Minister, to step down following this so-called embarrassment that is being presented. It is these kind of issues that is keeping Nik Nazmi awake at night, and this has been penned down in his book, talking about the memoirs following the May 9th general elections that saw the turn or the change of government from Barisan Nasional to Pakatan Harapan. So, what do you think? Has the government of the day done enough to reassure the Malay voter base, or it's important for them to bulldoze through reform changes despite the concerns growing amongst the Malay voter base? Those are the kind of policies or discussions that I want to shape in the recent weeks as we head on to the end of the year. If you want to discuss more about these issues, just head on to astroawani.com and search for Notepad with Ibrahim Sani there, or follow me on Twitter at Ibrahim Sani Notepad so we can continue this engagement on that platform there. Thanks very much for watching, and goodbye.